A Halloween party ended in a shooting in Texarkana, which left one person dead and 9 others injured. This happened Saturday night, and police have a suspect in custody. CNN's Taylor Davis has the details.
It was like a whole clip went off, like at least 10 shots. More than that.
Eric Atkins hosted the Halloween party Saturday night at Octavia's Activity Center in Texarkana, Texas. Atkins and his friends described the moment the party took a turn from fun to a night of horror after shots rang out.
Fights broke out, and after the couple fights broke out, and then that's when the shots had went off.
People had to run outside of this door, trampling on top of each other, losing their shoes, cell phones, even keys to their cars.
Well, I hit the ground and crawled to
I was
safety.
at the door. It was like a lot of people trying to get out, people on the ground, and there was a guard trying to pull people out.
Texarkana PIO Sean Bond says at least 10 people were shot and 1 died. 21-year-old Keontae McElroy turned himself in after police issued a warrant, later ending with his arrest.
There were at least a couple of hundred people, we believe, inside the event center when the shooting happened.
The partygoers say they're just happy to be alive.
Because nobody even knew I was coming here. I just left the house. My granny had told me, she really told me not to go.
I spoke to the owner, who is still in shock after last night's event and declined to speak at the moment. In Texarkana, Texas, Taylor Davis, KSLA News 12.
D.C. police are investigating a possible hate crime due to the desecration of the Torah scroll at a George Washington University fraternity. The fraternity's president told police the incident took place when someone broke in and vandalized the house over the weekend. They were led to believe that it was a hate crime due to the fact that there was also a Bible in the room, but only the Torah was vandalized. The fraternity asked the Anti-Defamation League to investigate the incident as well.
Another new attraction brought to the DFW area is a farmers market located in Fort Worth. Our reporter Hannah Gonzalez has the inside scoop.
Four Seasons Market is a Texas-wide farmers market that gives a platform to vendors to build their businesses.
It benefits it a lot because it gets you new clientele, and it's an easy way to meet people and other vendors and small businesses, so you learn basically, a lot of tricks of the trade.
At these markets, there is a range of products for consumers to buy, like jewelry, produce, woodwork, and more.
Well, there's a lot of different things at the farmers market as far as a large variety of handmade items. So I think it's really interesting because you never know what you're going to find.
Every weekend, you can visit their website to find the hours, locations, and vendors that will be at each market. I had a chance to visit the market at the Tanger Outlets, which is the newest market brought by Four Seasons.
This is a newer one. It's only been out here, about 2 months now? So a lot of people don't know it's here yet. So it's, it takes time, just like anything else, for people to know you're here and the dates and the times. But if the other ones that are established, they're out there, and you're supporting small businesses. So I'd rather do that than go to a big box retail store. These people need it more.
Not only do these vendors need customers to return every weekend to keep their business alive, but they also appreciate that their hard work doesn't go unnoticed.
We do woodworking, and we do it all ourselves. Put a lot of time and effort into each piece. So it means something to us, and we like it when customers also appreciate it.
You can visit the market every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brighten up your weekend and head on out to delight in some local produce.
I think I want to check out that farmers market this weekend. I hope the weather is nice.
I think I'll join you. I sure could use some fresh produce. As far as the weather goes, I know someone who could tell us all about it. Lydia?
Indeed, the weather is looking nice. Here across North Texas, it's going to be ranging around the high 70s, with the highest being 78 degrees in Stephenville and 78 degrees in Sulphur Springs. And also across the state of Texas, It's also still going to be around the high 70s, but it's also going to be looking pretty hot in Austin, Houston, and Shreveport with from 82 degrees all the way to 86 degrees. So it is getting more hotter in those cities, and so far the temperature has remained steady. And moving on to the 7-day forecast, it starts off in the high 80s and then steadily goes on throughout the 70s. So starting off with Monday, it's going to be the highest of 88 degrees, and then with Tuesday from 87 degrees, and then all the way down to the Sunday, it's going to be 79 degrees, and low temperatures are going to be roughly around the 50s and 40s. That is all I have for today for this weather, and back to the desk.
Spooky season is officially over, but not to worry, because turkey and reindeer season is now upon us, and Target has covered us with some early Black Friday deals. On Monday, the company began the famous Black Friday sales. They will be offering holiday best deals each week. The sales cover electronics, toys, kitchen appliances, apparel, and beauty. Each Sunday, new deals will be released. However, not all deals will last the whole week. According to experts, people should shop early this year due to shortages and supply chain issues. Now is the time to go shopping before the holidays are here. Make sure to stop by Target for all of your entertainment needs.
Speaking of entertainment, theaters around the U.S. celebrated the continued success of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, as the film grossed over $250,000 in ticket sales over the Halloween weekend. Disney, who now owns the property, holds claim to the longest theatrical run in movie history. CNN's David Daniel has more.
Talk about a time warp. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is back on the box office chart 46 years after its release. According to the Wrap, Disney, which now owns the rights to the film, says Halloween weekend screenings brought in $250,000 in ticket sales. Midnight screenings of the cult classic have been around for decades. This extends the longest theatrical run in movie history.
People in some of the darkest moments of their life, he is like a bright, shining light that comes forward and gives you hope.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti and others paid tribute recently to Danny Trejo, as the actor, entrepreneur, and LA icon was immortalized with a wax likeness at Madame Tussauds Hollywood. It was a unique ceremony even for Tinseltown. After all, how many events feature the guest of honor's own legendary donuts served quite like this? Heading for a sugar fix in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
American Airlines cancels hundreds of flights as challenges arise within the company.
And today is Dia de los Muertos. Find out how UNT is celebrating coming up next.
Time of year where everyone plays a dangerous game with the flu.
American Airlines has faced a recent string of challenges. The airline has canceled another 250 flights merely after multiple days of cancellation. Since Friday, around 1,900 flights were canceled as American Airlines dealt with weather issues and staff shortages. Only time will tell if American Airlines will have a smoother transition into the winter season.
Today, we honor those who have departed. Day of the Dead is a tradition in Latin America, mostly celebrated in Mexico, where it originated from.
It's a day to remember and honor those who have passed. ntTV's Leslie Juarez is at the Library Mall to tell us more about this celebration. Leslie.
Thank you, Talia and Jessica. The UNT Multicultural Center will be hosting a Dia de los Muertos celebration this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. here at the Library Mall right outside of the Willis Library. The Day of the Dead is a Mexican celebration, a day to celebrate, remember, and prepare special food in honor of loved ones who have departed. The Day of the Dead will be hosting the event this evening. There will be food, music, an altar competition, and folklorico performances. Dia de los Muertos is celebrated November 1st through November 2nd, so make sure to stop by this evening and enjoy this beautiful tradition. That's all I have. I'm Leslie Juarez. Back to you at the desk.
Local recurring events in Denton continue to be popular among communities as November starts rolling in. It'll be good to find a place to relax and spend quality time with friends and family.
Sometimes we just need to get away from life for a bit and have some fun. There is an all-age friendly brewery not too far from UNT that holds weekly recurring events.
Sometimes something as simple as that is all it needs to bring people closer together.
I'm right with you there. Lydia will be informing us about the event on Wednesday's Trivia Nights. Lydia.
Thanks, Talea. Armadillo Ale Works may be a bar, but it is a safe environment for people of all ages. Trivia night is held every Wednesday from 6:30 to around 8:30 or 9 p.m. During trivia, participants form into teams and compete in a few rounds of random trivia announced by the host. Armadillo is the place where friends come to hang out, meet, and socialize with new people and win some cool prizes. Trivia night is a great event to learn some things that you may have not known before arriving. Works is welcome to all ages, having been around since the early 1900s. With the tap room and coffee shop offering a wide spectrum of refreshments, anyone can drop by to grab their favorite drink and study. Armadillo also hosts weekly community events, one of them being Wednesday Trivia Nights.
Working here during Trivia Night is really fun. Everybody has a really good time. We've started working with a local person who is now writing all their own trivia, so it's been a lot of fun to get new questions and new ideas and new theme nights.
As Trivia Night has been set up, customers start to trickle in and settle with their friends. Sometimes on occasion, a participant or two would dress up for the event.
Wednesdays were our slowest day of the week after COVID, and I just wanted to plan something fun to bring in more people to the tap room, and it ended up being pretty successful, so now we do it every week. All ages are always welcome here at the tap room. Since we do have a full coffee shop and sodas as well, we'll get people of all ages that show up.
When night starts to fall is when the fun starts with a new round of trivia.
I've been a big trivia fan, so usually me and my friends will get together and go once or twice a week and things like that. Kind of as the pandemic came on and things like that, kind of needed some different things out there to do and stuff like that, so glad to bring it to here.
Applying random trivia knowledge to the test is no easy feat. As a reward, first place winners get $20 off their tab. The air of friendly competition and joy helps to elevate a typical dull Wednesday night. Instead of spending a boring Wednesday night alone, head on over to the Armadillo. They don't just have trivia, they also have great lattes. And if you're a lollipop person like I am, there are also free Dum Dum Pops provided. That is all I have for today. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Lydia. Hey, Talea, did you catch the Cowboys game against the Vikings yesterday?
I caught some of it, but our sports anchor, Caleb, can tell us all of what went down. Caleb?
I sure can. Stay tuned. I'll talk about the outcomes of the games this weekend after the break.
Imagine it's ice cream day at the office.
After a 6-game losing streak, North Texas finally has some good news. The Mean Green traveled to Houston this weekend to play Rice University. The game was a nail-biter, and with 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Rice scored a touchdown which forced the game into overtime. During overtime, North Texas scored a touchdown and a 1-yard run to Ayo Adeyi and won the game. The Mean Green won 30-24. There was another surprise win this weekend. The Dallas Cowboys played the Minnesota Vikings late Sunday night. Dallas had to play the game without their star quarterback, Dak Prescott, so it seemed possible a Vikings win could happen. Cooper Rush was the guy to fill in for Dak. Cooper played a nice game and put up 325 passing yards en route to bring home a 20-16 win. The North Texas basketball team lost in an exhibition to the school ranked number 16 Arkansas. The Mean Green outscored the Razorbacks in the second half 32-26, but it wasn't enough. Factors in the game like foul trouble and turnovers hurt the North Texas. The game for North Texas basketball this season, their season opener against Oklahoma Christian University. Make sure you head to the Coliseum on November 9th to check it out. Back to y'all at the desk.
In New Orleans, things got pretty spooky for Halloween. On Sunday, a flash mob took over the French Quarter by performing Thriller, the famous song by the late Michael Jackson. Locals and tourists stopped by to see this performance. The group had different costumes on while dancing, and this marks the 10th year of this Halloween tradition. The main dancer wore a Michael Jackson costume, and he sure does look like him. What a fun way to celebrate Halloween. Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us tomorrow for more coverage from North Texas Television.